Hi everyone. Because of the lockdown, many people, both young and old, are forced to choose between city life and village life. So I connected with a few of my friends who are well traveled, educated, to share their thoughts on whether they would want to live in a city or in a village. And also, if you're watching, don't forget to share your opinion and write them down in the comment section. And let's hear what my friends have to say about this.
I think during times of quarantine and isolation that I would prefer living in a village. First of all, obviously because there are less people to be concerned about. Secondly, it's highly sustainable, seeing as though everyone has their own gardens and farms. So even if the markets are closed and there is no online delivery, that you will always have food at the table. And I think the most important part would be the fraternity, the sense of belonging and togetherness and community that really thrives here. We have a saying that says, I will not let any person die of hunger in front of me. And I think that perfectly encapsulates the kind of mindset that thrives here, about how we are always looking to help each other as a community, that even if someone is not your family, that you have a duty towards them, an obligation to help them. And especially during times of a crisis, I think it is really important to stick together as a community.
I utterly feel lucky for being stuck in a smaller town and not in a city during this lockdown, because I got to try a lot of local and organic food, which has been keeping me healthy. And I also got the opportunity to travel to neighboring villages, which I don't think I would have been able to do it had I been stuck in a city.
So the question is, where would you rather stay during lockdown, the city or the village, and why? So if this was the beginning of the pandemic, I would have easily chosen the village. Actually, I was staying in my village in the beginning, that is around March, April. My village is very far from the capital, that is Imphal. The roads are very bad. We did not have mobile connection, no internet connection, and my village didn't even have electricity. So the risk of infection is definitely lower. But we had a great time with my family. We went to the fields, the air was clean, we went to the rivers, we went fishing, we had great food and we had a great time. But as we have come through this pandemic and the lockdown for 5-6 months, I don't think I would have been able to stay there for this long. I need the electricity, the mobile connection, the internet connection, the social media to get information, to get the updates, and for my work. And also we get easy access to the essential commodities, and we also have easy access to the healthcare system if any one of us gets sick.
Hi guys, for me personally, I prefer village life more than the city life, and I have some reasons for saying that. In village, you have some space to walk around, because in city, because of the rules and regulations given by the government, like social distancing, it makes us isolated and lonely, and you cannot meet friends, and it leads to anxiety and stress. But here in village, you at least have some space to walk around, and just you get to breathe fresh air, and you get to see beautiful views around. So it refresh our mind, it refresh, and it's very good for health. And number two, you get to eat healthy and yummy organic food, which is not possible in the city life. And also the community life, people share whatever they have, and whenever someone is in need, we extend our hand. And also at the same time, when we are in need, people also jump in and help together. So for that reason, I prefer village life.
Hello, my name is Ivan, and I'm having my dinner, and you will also hear sounds of my family in the background. So, recording also, recording color. So during this lockdown period, if the choice was to stay in a city or at home, obviously I choose home because the first thing that comes to my mind is the food, the fresh food, the tasty food. Especially eating without any judgment from anybody, you know, and things which would naturally be expensive in Delhi, but then here it's like very cheap, and in most cases it's free also. And what else? What else?
It's not as noisy as Delhi.
It's not as noisy, it's not as polluted. And what else?
Time goes by faster. Time goes by faster.
Yeah, time goes by faster, and we don't have to pay rent. And then it's always Christmas. It's always Christmas. And so I guess I'm out of reasons, but I prefer staying here at home rather than going back to the city anytime. Bye bye.
Hello guys, my name is Cindy. I'm from Manipur, India, and today I am so thankful to my friend Modun for inviting me to be a part of his channel. And without wasting much time, I would like to go straight to the question. So the question is, where would I rather be during this lockdown if I were able to choose, and also why? So I've categorized places into two. So one is life in the countryside and the other one is life in the city. So I'm someone who has lived in the city for a very long time now, and some of the things I like about city life is, you know, easy transportation and things being very easily accessible and easy to get and all that. But at the same time, if the lockdown was to go on for a very long time, then I would choose life in the countryside, because there's so many things I want to do in the village. One of them being able to take long walks and, you know, just breathing in fresh air, and also go for hiking, climbing the mountains, and there are many rivers in the village as well. So I would love to go for swimming because I haven't swam in a long time, and I would like to try my hand in gardening as well. And yeah, if you're interested in photography, then you can spend your time taking cool pictures of the nature, the scenery. But one thing I would most definitely do is learning the art of weaving. I think the culture of weaving is now absent, or mostly absent, in the cities, but in the villages many women are still weaving every day. So that is something that I will definitely learn, because especially if you're from Northeast, then our traditional attire is done from weaving. So I think it's really important, not just for women but for men as well. If we want to keep our culture alive, I think it's really important to learn how to weave. So yeah, I would definitely, you know, spend time doing that. But in conclusion, what I want to say is that more than where you are and the place that you are, what is most important is the people that you spend your time with. If you spend your time with the people that you love and have fun with, then you're not even gonna, you know, realize when the time has passed. So I think what's most important is the people that you spend your time with. So with that, I would like to end my short video, and thank you so much, Modun, for incorporating me into your video. I hope you guys enjoy watching. Bye.
My experiences of living in the village is really shallow because I haven't really lived there, and the longest time I stayed there was for 30 days during my quarantine period. And personally, I would prefer to live in a city, mostly because for me to be productive, I need to have access to resources. Following the academic procedures laid down by universities and schools are easier because of the better internet connectivity. Here it is easier because of the online services and the delivery systems, and also I don't have to risk my safety and the safety of my family by going out and looking for things. And even if I do end up getting sick, the emergency services are much better here and more prepared, so I would prefer to live here in a time like this. Also, the risk of contamination is greater, but I think we all have the responsibility of taking good care of ourselves and staying safe.